Hey you guys, what's up? It's your girl Cree. Welcome back to another video. Long time no see. I have missed you guys. I hope you guys are ready because I got some good stuff in store for you today. If you guys are new to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you find that you're enjoying this content while you're watching today, then please go ahead and hit the like button for your girl so that I know that you enjoy content such as this. I'm gonna bring you the top scents in my collection that are perfect for the winter time. This is for your cozy Netflix and chill, whatever occasion you may have during this cold season. I got you. So if you guys want to hear what I have in store, then please continue to watch. Just a few that I wanted to highlight. We're not going to waste any more time because I know you guys have been waiting on the content from your girl. So let's go ahead and get into it. Very first scent that I wanted to highlight today is going to be a inspired by fragrance. This is actually coming from Dossier. I have this on right now, you guys. This is ambery cherry, and you guys, this is their version of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. This is not my first purchase from them. I picked this up multiple times. If I buy it again, it'll be my third purchase, so you know the love is real. I'm not sponsored. I picked these up all on my own, and as you can see, I am just about done, y'all. I have just a few drops left that I do plan to get some use out of. You guys, the top notes in here is cherry, almond, and cinnamon, and then they have mid notes of clove, rose, jasmine, and plum, and base notes they have Peru balsam, tonka bean, and vanilla. Y'all, I absolutely love this. I have contemplated getting Tom Ford Lost Cherry because of this scent, and honestly, I have picked up a travel size in that before, just to sample it out and see what all the hype was about. And yeah, the hype is real. I absolutely love the scent profile, and this smells literally spot on to it. It's the closest that I've tried. There are other dupes on the market like Finery's Not Another Cherry that I also enjoy, but nothing can hold a candle to the lasting power of this one. I swear by it. Contemplate picking up the actual fragrance, but if I'm gonna have longevity issues, I don't see a point. This retails I think for like 49 bucks. I've always picked mine up from Walmart, and I feel like even if I did pick up the actual fragrance at some point, first of all, it's going to be heavily discounted because your girl is not paying over $200 for a fragrance. I just refuse to do it. I still would probably get this so that I have something that I can go to town with, you know, just spraying it all over willy-nilly. I don't have to worry about, you know, using too much of it. So yeah, if you guys are in the market for something that is similar to that profile but you don't want to break the bank, definitely give ambery cherry from Dossier a try. One that I have gotten tons of use out of this season, and that is none other than Commodity Milk, and this is the expressive version, you guys. I love this fragrance. Has the notes of milk, obviously, mahogany, along with some marshmallow in here. I think it's like a fire roast marshmallow. And you also get some kind of spices in the base of this. Y'all, this is just so cozy and comforting. This for me is by the fireplace type of vibes. Reminds me of a night in with a loved one, just cozying up to a movie. Does lean a little bit unisex, so I think a guy could wear this as well, not just for the females. It is just so good, you guys. It's literally what I have on this in a bottle. Like, this gives cozy galore. It is sweet, it's a hint of spice, not too much, very cozy, very warm, very much inviting. It's everything you need for a Netflix and chill type of vibe, and that's what I would use this for. This is Commodity Milk. Next up on the list, I have not shown a lot of love as of recent on my channel, but I have been using it down. I actually wore this yesterday paired with another fragrance, and that is Lattafa's Eclaire. You guys, you already know how I feel about it. This is your vanilla and caramel cozy, warm, sensual fragrance. All the things. It is sticky sweet. If you don't like it sweet and you don't like gourmands, then you won't like this. But if you like a vanilla and caramel creamy like tonic type of vibe, you're gonna love this. I mean, that's what this is. If you like a Bianco latte, you will like this. This is a dupe for Bianco latte, and I use this all the time. I grab this all the time in its place just because, first of all, the price is right. Even though Bianco latte is not too out of range for me, this, I think it retail for like 50 bucks. you can get it. I have a backup of this. It's just an easy grab. This, unlike Bianco Latte, is not as in your face. It's a little more easier to wear, a little easier on the nose. It does last, but it's not as long lasting as a Bianco Latte, and I just thoroughly enjoy this. This is good for layering. I layer it galore all the time. As a matter of fact, I layered it yesterday with Floral Marshmallow here by Dossier, and that is the dupe for Love Don't Be Shy. So yeah, really good vanilla caramel scent that is good to layer, and it's just super cozy, super comforting. You're going to smell good, you're going to get compliments. It's all the things. Lattafa's Eclair, they nailed that. Love that. Next up, I don't think we can really talk about winter fragrances without mentioning something in this scent profile. This is none other than Khamrah qahwa, you guys, by Lattafa. Coffee, vanilla, you know, boozy cognac type of fragrance. I feel like everybody has something like this in their collection, whether you have what some people feel this is inspired by, which is Angel Share or something of the sort. There are so many of these types of fragrances out there on the market. I'm sure you have at least one in your collection, so you don't have to have this per se, but this is the one that I have, and I just really enjoyed this for this time of season. Like when it comes to the cold winter, this is the type of vibe. This is when you pull for these type of scents. Now this, unlike the original Khamrah, is not as sweet to me. This definitely has some resinous notes down the base. It has some cardamom in there, some spices. You do have that coffee, but to me the coffee really is just at the opening. It doesn't go around for too long. This is not as sweet as the OG with those dates in there. It has mixed fruits, I believe, in here. But I just really have enjoyed this profile. I've gotten quite a bit of use out of it. It is halfway empty, so yeah, I've definitely shown this a lot of love. You guys know I picked this up at the midpoint, probably about August or so of last year. So I've definitely got my wear out of this one. It is Khamrah qahwa by Lattafa. You guys, I wanted to highlight one that I have not talked about really since I've hauled it, and I just wanted to mention it here in this, and that is Swiss Arabian's Essence of Casablanca. You guys, as I stated, I've had this for quite some time. I think I hauled this around the same time as I hauled the Khamrah qahwa, and this fragrance is similar to its counterpart, the OG Casablanca. You guys, these are both excellent for this time of season. In the cold, that is when this is going to thrive. This is your grape and caramel apple fragrance. This definitely leans unisex, so it's not just for the women. Definitely want to test this out. This is not a safe blind buy, but I think this is perfect for this time of season. This is caramel, this is vanilla, this is apple, it's got grape, it has resinous notes in the base, Peru balsam, suede. So you don't want to go off blind buying this. I definitely recommend that you test this out. This one is much more expensive than this one. You could definitely just stick with this. A lot of people wanted to know in my original video what was the difference between these two, and honestly, you guys, I haven't worn it a lot to really tell you. As you can see, the dent is small, but from what I recall, and I'm just going to spray it real quick just to see if I feel anything is different from my initial sentiments. It's the original. Now, to me, honest to God, I cannot tell the difference, honestly. I may have to do like a full wear test one day. I don't detect the difference. The difference may be in the longevity and how long it lasts, and maybe projection. That could be it, but honestly, y'all, to my nose, they smell exactly the same. So I think you're good with either one. If I was going to tell you to choose one or the other, I tell you to just go with the OG because it's cheaper, honestly, unless you just really enjoy this bottle, which it is a very nice bottle, I must admit. Besides that, you're pretty much good to go with either one, but I highly recommend them for this time of season. If you have them in your collection, definitely pull them out and give them a try. Next up on the list, we have Killian's Princess. If you guys have this in your collection, I already know I'm telling you nothing new. This is the perfect scent for this time of season because it just gives those cozy vibes. This fragrance has ginger, vanilla, marshmallow, and matcha tea. Close to the skin. It's not super loud or projecting. This is more of a in my bubble type of scent. This gives a calm, cozy vibe. One of those fragrances I would love to have on when snuggling up with bae, if you're laying down on like a Friday night or watching movies, or even if you went on like a little cozy date, like maybe you went to the show. Anything just laid back type of vibes, that's what I get from this. There's something very calming and gentle about this fragrance. I really enjoy that, and that is Killian Princess. Next up on the list, another one that I have just grown to love, you guys. This here is Lattafa's Nebras. You guys, Nebras has went from a strong dislike to a love in a matter of months. If you've been following me on this channel, you already know I did not love this fragrance. However, my sentiments have dramatically changed. I no longer feel the way I once did. Now, when I first got this fragrance, one of the things that really was off-putting for me is the fact that this has some type of minty vibe that I pick up in here. And I know a lot of people do not pick that up, but it is something that I still detect in this fragrance. It just does not hang around as long for me. And the dry down is just beautiful. In the dry down of this fragrance, you pick up this very beautiful vanilla and cacao, beautiful sweetness. It is like enveloping this scent. I love how it smells in passing, and in the cold weather, it is nothing like the draft that you smell when you go outside. You can just smell yourself like wafting in the air. This is so delectable. It is delicious, and I highly recommend for those who love a good vanilla gourmand. In the wintertime, this is my go-to. That is Nebras by Lattafa. I got a lot of use out of this when it first came out, and then I kind of put it down once fall came around, which is the time I probably should have been picking it up, but since they released it in the summertime, that's when I got all my use, and then I was like, let me pump my brakes. But this is nevertheless, I think, a good fragrance to use in this season, and that is Kayali's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. This took the internet by storm when it came out last year, and I still enjoy this fragrance. I just had to put it down because at the time it was all I was grabbing for. Kind of got annoyed with the scent profile just a little bit because I had other scents in my collection that kind of smell like it, unbeknownst to me. And then I did get a dupe as well, and I started using the dupe. Nevertheless, I still enjoy this profile. I just had to like relax on it for a bit. This has the key notes on the back. They have candied pear, sweet violet, bubblegum, white caramel, rock sugar, and vanilla cream. This is a beautiful vanilla, sweet, creamy, syrupy sweet, actually. Beautiful caramelized pear. I get the rum in here. The dry down is very, very sweet, but you also do get patchouli in the base that takes it from being just a simple sweet fragrance to something a little more elevated, a little more grown up, so to speak, and it sexies it up a bit for me. And I actually do enjoy this fragrance, and I think this is a perfect time of season to wear it. Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar by the house of Kayali. This next fragrance is one that I have talked about several times on my channel. I rave about this. This fragrance is none other than Valentino Born Aroma The Intense. You guys, this fragrance is a jasmine fragrance. It has vanilla and some benzoin. You guys, this is a sexy, sexy fragrance. This is definitely the nighttime version of Born Aroma. This is sexier. It's a little bit different. Like I said, it's heavier on that jasmine. Some people can't take that, so I don't think it's a safe blind buy if you don't have it. But if you are someone who already has this in your collection, then you already know. Y'all, this is perfect for the cold weather. Like, Born Aroma, the original, is beautiful, and I wear it anytime personally, but that is like, it's a really sweet, super sexy, flirty fragrance in my opinion. But this one, this is more for the nighttime and definitely will project and do its thing in the cold weather. I've tested it for myself, so I know. Definitely have to pull this out this winter. I already have, actually. Valentino Born Aroma Intense. Another fragrance that I wanted to mention, I have been pulling for this quite a bit actually this season. I just haven't been able to tell you guys about it, but this is Burberry her elixir. You guys already know what this is. This is your strawberry, your blackberry, jasmine, vanilla, amber, and sandalwood in the base. Beautiful fragrance. It definitely has a creamy strawberry in there. Definitely detect a little bit of the jasmine, but it's the creamy sandalwood in the base and vanilla that really gets me. It definitely has that touch of baccarat. If you guys aren't into that, then you won't like this fragrance. It's its own thing. It has a similarity in there, but it's definitely its own thing. It's the creamier version, in my opinion, to the original. I know they've since come out with another flavor to it. I have to get my nose on that, you guys. Right now, this is the one I'm pulling for because this is the one that I have. I've been layering this. Actually, I've layered this with this today. Ambery cherry that I told you guys about earlier. This with this bomb combo, you guys. So Burberry Her Elixir. Another fragrance that I wanted to add on this list, you guys, this is a super inexpensive fragrance, but I happen to love this down, and I just had to mention it for my girlies that are on a budget. Just in case you have not heard, which pretty sure most of the people on my channel probably have, but just in case you haven't, this fragrance here is Vanilla Bourbon. This is an eau de parfum by Mix Bar. You can find this at Target. These retail for about 20 bucks, I think. You guys, this is one of the most beautiful vanillas in my collection. This is sweet. I think it has like a note of black pepper. It's something that's just a little peppery about it, gives it a little pizzazz. Something about this is so good. It's alluring. It is addictive, and it's a cheapie. I mean, who can argue with that? I love this. I pull for this so much, and yeah, I'm babysitting this juice. I'm definitely going to end up going through this, having to get a backup, but Vanilla Bourbon by Mix Bar is a really good vanilla, and who doesn't love a good vanilla? Speaking of vanillas, I have a fragrance that I have not brought to this channel very much at all. This next fragrance is one that I don't talk about much, you guys, but I have been wearing this down. I'm actually almost done. I literally have like just a corner left, and I'm babysitting this juice as well. I can't wait to re-up on it. Just as soon as I can, I will be, because, you know, I don't think I appreciated this until I got to the end. Have you guys ever done that? Comment down below if you've ever done it. Like, you didn't care for a scent or didn't think you really liked it as much, and then you get to the end of it and it's like, I kind of like that. I kind of don't want to be done with that. That's how it was with this, and that is none other than Ariana Grande's Mod Vanilla, you guys. Yes, hate the bottle. I'm kidding. I actually don't hate it. It's just a little too big and it's oddly shaped, so it's hard for me to store it where I store the rest of my fragrances. I have the 3.4 ounce and it is almost gone. I did not start appreciating this until I got down here, and then I was like, you know what, I think I really like this. Yeah, I enjoy this so much. I don't know all the notes in here. I know this has plum, vanilla, and I think cacao butter. That's all I know. Yeah, those are the notes that I can pick up. The plum isn't super distinct for me in here, but that vanilla is so good and creamy. Oh, it is such a creamy scent. There is a touch of something that is a little cloud-like in here, but not to the extent of cloud, you guys. As you guys know, I'm not a super fan of cloud. Of this, y'all. This might be, again, one of my favorite vanillas. I'm working on a vanilla video, don't worry, y'all. I got that coming up in my note series, but as for right now, this is what we're working with. So I think I got one more I'm about to pick up, and I might be settled for a vanilla video. Definitely, if you have not already, check out my Vanilla by Ariana Grande, y'all. This is good, and it is affordable. YSL Libre Le Parfum. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it because you guys know I'll go on and on about this one, but just know it is a super sexy, perfect date night, cold weather winter perfume. I wear this even when it's not winter, but I only do like a little dab. I always layer this. My subs know I always layer this with the OG. I just put like a couple of sprays of this on top for a date night, and yeah, that's all you need. That's all she wrote. This is vanilla. It's got some lavender in there. It's got honey, saffron, ginger. Beautiful composition. Love that. It is a stunner. It is a showstopper. You are that girl when you're wearing this fragrance, and I love it. YSL Libre Le Parfum. And last but certainly not least on this list, you guys, I'm actually going to show you one that I don't have in a full bottle. I have this in a travel size. I'll just show you here. I have it really kind of just for reference and just to remind me of why I never picked up the full. I have here Replicas by the Fireplace. Obviously, as the name alludes to, this is perfect for this time of year. It is currently snowing outside my window, and so yeah, By the Fireplace is just what it seems. It gives By the Fireplace vibes. This is a super campfire like vanilla. I mean, super realistic, you guys. When I first picked this up, liked it, but when I wear this on myself, it gives me the vibe of something burning. I remember reading a comment, I think at one point, of someone saying that she sprayed this on herself, and when she woke up, she thought the house was on fire because she forgot. That is how realistic this scent is. Definitely vanilla, but it definitely gives you realistic, like, campfire scent. And I don't know if I want to smell like that per se, like on my skin. Yeah, so I got it in a travel size, but I did want to mention it because I know it has a cult following. A lot of people really love this fragrance, but it's not a favorite of mine. But I wanted to mention on this list because if there was ever a time to wear it, now is definitely that time. So that is By the Fireplace by Replica. I do have one honorable mention, you guys, and this is a fragrance that remains in my collection by chance. This is Jimmy Choo, I Want You Forever. Now, if you guys aren't new, you know I put this up on my Mercari at the end of the year for a declutter, and she's still here because she did not sell. At least she didn't sell in time for the time frame that I allotted for my fragrances to sell. This was still hanging on, and I felt like after so long, if it didn't sell, that I would just go ahead and keep it. I was going to take it as a sign. And so I did, y'all. Decided to keep it. And this was one that I really didn't want to part with anyway. If you watch my declutter video, y'all, this was very hard for me to part with because I used to love this once upon a time. It has a similar DNA, in my opinion, to a Good Girl. Like, added cherry in there. It kind of gave me that same type of vibe. I still do appreciate this scent for what it is. I just don't pull for it as much anymore. But since it didn't sell, I'm not going to force it. I'm going to keep it in my collection for now. I may sell it at some point, or I may just decide to keep it all together and maybe revisit it at another time, and maybe I'll feel different about it. Jimmy Choo, I Want You Forever, super sexy. It's so perfect for this time of season. This is cold weather approved. I only wear this in the cold, in the winter time. So yeah, Jimmy Choo, I Want You. This has vanilla, oak moss, vetiver, cherry, I think it's like sour cherry, almond. Very beautiful scent. Love this scent at one point. I was kind of over the scent profile, but yeah, Jimmy Choo, I Want You Forever. You guys, that wraps up this video. I hope you guys, that wraps up some of my perfumes that I will be reaching for this winter. Be sure to leave some of your perfumes that you have been reaching for as of late this winter season down below. I always respond to my comments, so definitely chat with your girl down below. I love to hear from you, and as you can hear in the background, duty calls, so your girl is going to head on now. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure you always look good and smell good, and make sure you always do it on a budget. Till next time. Bye.